Hi, I'm Oliver Carroll, and I'm hoping that you and yours are more than well in these strange, strange times.
I'm Mary O'Neill. You're watching Virtual Tops of the Town, brought to you by Waterford Theatre Archive, live on Facebook and YouTube.
For the next 2 hours, we're going to present to you 2 new Old Tops shows made up of previous shows mixed up and edited together.
As with last week's stream, we want to remind you that some of these videos are 40 years old. In fact, the newest one is 26 years old. So at times, there can be varying quality, but we think you'll get the spirit of the pieces.
With that in mind, let's roll that famous music and get on with our first show.
Fantasy Street?
Yes, Fantasy Street, land of dreams.
Dreams?
Yes, dreams. Everyone dreams on Fantasy Street.
But what sort of dreams?
Oh, all sorts of dreams. Poor people dream of being wealthy. Ill people dream of being healthy. Sad people dream of fun and laughter. And everyone dreams of happy ever after.
But this Fantasy Street, what does it do?
Fantasy Street doesn't do. Fantasy Street is.
streetlights is a must. Okay, boys, let the games begin. Let me introduce where the Once Upon a Dream team. We were born to live this way. Been on the block since I was 11. Streets are alive, never dull, always have been. Kids play ball, and that's not all.
I guess you must be too young to know.
People dance, romance, so live forever left. Here on the streets, we got poetry and laughter. You want stripes on your arm to take you to the service. Would you get 'em on with time to be nervous? You don't trust nobody. Time to get on the boat. You don't worry about money. Get the problem solved. Street, and you can feel it all around. You can own this town and you can wear the crown. Anything goes, anything fits. Around here on a Sawata. Let your mind go, just let it go. Let your imagination just go with the flow. Just listen up close with the Once Upon a Dream team. Get tough and rough and use your head. Some may come and some may go. On Fancy Street, everything is free. I'm asking you to come with me. There's a show to be seen, boy. No time to hang around, shake your lights and sound. Anything goes, anything fits. From here on a Sawata. Let your mind go, just let it go. Let your imagination just go with the flow. Why? Fancy Street. F-A-N-T-A-S-Y. Fancy Street. Fancy Street.
Good evening. Tonight, we're taking a look at beekeeping. And here to tell us all about it, we have in the studio a man who's been keeping bees for over 40 years. A Mr. Reginald Prawnbauer. Good evening, Mr. Prawnbauer.
Good evening.
Tell me, what first interested you in the bee world, Mr. Prawnbauer?
Well, even as a child I used to I'm sorry, shouldn't I have said that?
No, of course you shouldn't. Pay no attention, please, when I say shh. It's just a nervous mannerism I picked up. If I want you to keep quiet, I'd say shush. You were saying?
I see. Well, even as a child I used to wander. Bees near my house, watching the bees flying from flower to flower, and taking note of the flowers they visit.
Shush!
Was that wrong?
Do you want... I'm so sorry. Did I say shush? I meant shh. Please, continue.
And so I've grown to love the little creatures. Nature, you know, really has produced a little masterpiece in the life.
I'm so sorry. That's a reflex action too. I squawk whenever anybody mentions the word life. Squawk! You see, even when I mention it myself. I should have told you so. Please continue.
Very well. These, as you know, are divided into different categories. The queen bee and the worker bee, whose life is living expectancy of about 1 year. The worker bees, on the other hand, do have a much longer.
Shush!
Do you want me to stop?
Yes, you were just about to say life.
I wasn't!
I'm so sorry. Please continue.
As I was saying, the worker bees do have a much longer life. I didn't mean to say the word life, it's just that me. And that is how the bee community works. The queen bee stays in the hive. Is that because I said hive?
Pardon?
Did you make that noise because I said hive?
No.
What did you make it?
Well, I was just practicing.
Practicing? fly from flower to flower, collecting there. Pollen. I mean, this is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard of my life. I've never said pollen, how did you ever become an interviewer? What's going on now? It's just because I said interview. That's right. I'm so sorry.
Blakey, I forgot. Pound's up there now and I'll go back to the pound stretcher. I won't be a minute.
Wait, you been even to hear that?
The hereafter.
Well, I'm here now, and you know what I'm after. I want the best woman on the street.
Beat it, you've had it, old man.
Huh?
She said, beat it, you've had it.
Oh, had I? How much do I owe you?
What are you doing? Talking to them too. Don't you know they was common as smoke? And their mothers did away with what Dickie told us. Anyway, what are you talking to?
Well, it's going to get a bit of an appetite, Josie.
I don't care where you get your appetite, once you get your dinner at home.
Really, what's out back? You know what she wants, doesn't it? Hi, honey. Can I help you?
Thank you, I'll be the apple.
No, thank you. You know what happened to the first woman who took a bite of an apple?
I tell you, it wasn't the apple on the tree that did the damage, Joe. It was the pear on the ground.
Good evening, Father.
What would you be doing here on a cold and costly night like tonight?
We're working, Father.
What kind of work are you in then?
Oh, we provide comfort for those in need.
Well, I'm in the same kind of business myself. As a matter of fact, I'm only having even discovered up this door. She's in the bed all the week with the doctor, and she's exhausted. And I don't think you did her any good.
It's a shame that lucky wasn't lost, Father. You must be very busy.
I'm so busy, girls, I can't get time to get into bed.
And we're so busy, we can't find time to get out of it. Tell me, Father, is it true that you're very poor?
Girls, only for the couple of mass curls, we'd be all up.
Well, you know now, Father, my mother paid £5 to have a mat set last week.
£5? £5? Should have only £2 down the prairie.
No wonder you're running around your bare feet.
But girls, and I believe you know, have a travel exciting to all ahead. Have to go up to the presentation conference and hear the nice confession. And you know what that's going to be like? On there and string valley.
I can imagine what that's going to be like. Oh, here's action, Manny.
Listen, put the crap. Here, I came to warn you. That new band there, the Twinkle Toes, is on the warpath. Now, the two of you be careful now. Come on, cough over.
Well, I suppose we must give them the tape and probably be searched anyway to sing.
Even the money is hot.
Oh, please. All right, then, what's going on here? Listen here. We're only here trying to make an effort. You're frustrated out, Billy.
Look, I told you to before of that day. Come on, move it on.
Oh, give us a break. Come on, it's the best bitch in town. I want to say, grumpy, frustrated.
Bonsoir, bonsoir. Here we are at the Pride of Saint-Tropez, the envy of the cabaret world, the jewel of the Riviera. Only champagne from now to the finale. Monsieur, dame, I beg you, open your eyes. You have arrived at La Cage aux Folles.
Christian Andersen, my pen's like a babbling brook. Permit me to show you, dear sir, my very latest book. Now here's a tale of a simple fool, just glance at a page or two. You laugh, but you blush a bit when you realize that you're reading it. It's also reading you. I'm Hans Christian Andersen, Andersen, that's who.
He's Hans Christian Andersen, Andersen, that's who.
There once was an ugly duckling with feathers all stubby and brown, and the other ducks in so many words said, "Get out of town! Get out! Get out! Get out of town!" And he went with the quack and the waddle and the quack in a flurry of eider down. Oh, that poor little ugly duckling went wandering far and near, but at every place they said to his face, "Now, get out of here! Get out! Get out! Get out of here!" And he went with the quack and a waddle and a quack and a very unhappy tear. All through the winter time he hid himself away, afraid to show his face, afraid what others might say. All through the winter in his lonely clump of weeds, till a flock of swans spied him there and very soon agreed, "You're a very fine swan indeed." A swan? Me, a swan? I'd go on. But they said, "Yes, you are a swan. Take a look at yourself in the lake and you'll see." And he looked, and he saw, and he said, "I am a swan. Whee! I'm not such an ugly duckling, no feathers all stubby and brown. For these other birds, in so many words, say, the best in town. Pick the best, pick the best, pick the best in town." Not a quack, not a quack, not a waddle or a quack, but a glide and a whistle and a snowy white back, and a head so noble and high. Say, who's an ugly duckling? Not I. Not I. Now, here's a story of the king's new clothes. Now, there was once a king who was absolutely insane about new clothes, and one day, two swindlers came to sell him what they said was a magic suit of clothes. Now, they held up this particular garment and said, "Your Majesty, this is a magic suit." Well, the truth is, there was no suit there at all, but the swindlers were very clever, and they said, "Your Majesty, to a wise man, this is a beautiful raiment, but to a fool, it's absolutely invisible." Well, naturally, the king, not wanting to appear a fool, said, "Isn't it grand, isn't it fine? Look at the cut, the style, the line. The suit of clothes is altogether, but altogether it's altogether the most remarkable suit of clothes that I have ever seen. These eyes of mine at once determine the sleeves of velvet, the cape is ermine, the hose are blue, and the doublet is a lovely shade of green. A lovely shade of green. Somebody sent for the queen." Well, they sent for the queen, and when she came, they quickly explained to her all about the magic suit of clothes. Naturally, the queen, not wanting to appear a fool, said, "Isn't it grand, isn't it fine? Look at the charm of every stitch. The suit of clothes is altogether, but altogether it's altogether the most remarkable suit of clothes that I have ever seen. These eyes of mine at once determine the sleeves of velvet, the cape is ermine, the hose are blue, and the doublet is a lovely shade of green. A lovely shade of green. Summon the court to convene. Well, the court convened, and you never in your life saw as many people as were at that court. All the ambassadors were there, the dukes, the earls, the counts, that the place was just black with people. And when they heard about the magic suit of clothes, well, they naturally didn't want to appear fools, and they said, "Isn't it, oh, isn't it, ah, isn't it absolutely me? The suit of clothes is altogether, but altogether it's altogether the most remarkable suit of clothes a tailor ever made. Now quickly put it all together with gloves of leather and cap and feather. It's altogether the thing to wear at Saturday's parade. Saturday's parade, leading the Royal Brigade." Well, Saturday came, and the streets were just lined with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and they all cheered like mad as the artillery came by. And again they cheered like mad as the infantry marched by. And once more they cheered like mad as the cavalry galloped by. And they were all cheering like mad, except one small boy. You see, he hadn't heard about the magic suit of clothes and didn't know what he was supposed to see. Well, as the king came by, the little boy looked and horrified said, "Look at the king, look at the king, look at the king, the king, the king. The king is in the altogether, but altogether, the altogether, he's altogether as naked as the day that he was born. The king is in the altogether, but altogether, the altogether, he's altogether the very least that he has ever worn. Call a court physician, call an inquisition, His Majesty is wide open to ridicule and scorn. The king is in the altogether, but altogether, the altogether, he's altogether as naked as the day that he was born. And it's altogether too silly a more. I write myself a note each day and I place it in my hat. The wind comes by, the hat blows high, but that's not the end of that. For round and round the world it goes, it lands here right beside myself. I pick it up and I read the note, which is merely to remind myself. I'm Hans Christian Andersen, Andersen the Fiend. I'm Hans Christian Andersen, I beg your favor, grab. There once was a table who said, "Oh, how I love and share." And there came sweet young chair, all dressed in a private gown. He said to her in a voice so true, "I did not say I'll marry you, but I would like to sit down." I'm Hans Christian Andersen, Andersen the town. Oh, Thumbelina, Thumbelina, tiny little thing. Thumbelina dance, Thumbelina sing. Oh, Thumbelina, what's the difference if you're very small? When your heart is full of your mind, it's all so strong. Come to and beat that drum, beat that drum, beat that drum, beat that drum.
can't beat it, join it. Evil Express, I'm
Luigi Rusticano. He is a great singer. He is molto bene.
You mean he's bent?
No. He is a great tenor, great singer.
I think we'd be better off if we was in the cocoa wench who came back. £3 on the bus, cook the bucket, a few sandwiches, and he'd sing all night. And he'd walk home then.
Who is this cuckoo wench? We don't want to know cuckoo wench. We need the man with the big voice. The man with the big nuts.
What?
The big nuts in the box.
What nuts? What he said?
He said I get a man from Del Monte, yes.
You wouldn't have another bastard or something, would you?
At this time I shall think for you in English.
You wouldn't chance it in high.
Side of the song. I know my music is the very sad song. We give out the two handkerchiefs. Only the motley on the pale of the powder. The people tell you and wonder last. You are Papa Maria Callas.
The big one was with hell, he's the singing pub there.
The last time I sang in La Scala Milano, the people were on their knees.
You must have had a machine gun in your hand.
10 years from now, they will be saying, Luigi Rusticana, sang the heel.
Well, if the body don't pay the travel agent, they'll be saying it in the mall.
Well enough. How long will you be staying with us? I shall be staying a month. I shall open and I shall close. Just like Barry does. We've got to do one thing. We've got to get a soprano for the great Luigi.
What about Mary Helen?
Oh, she's too busy doing duets with Desi O'Malley. What about Evelyn Glenn Holmes?
You must be joking, boy. She cost the bomb.
Hannah?
I held the one who's out in the shanty. She was paid after another pint.
Another pint?
Yeah, 11 or 15. She'd sing all night. Interesting enough.
All right, we will ask Hannah. Hannah, come here. How would you like to sing with the great Luigi?
The way I feel now, I could sing with anyone. I feel on fire.
You ought to be on fire. You have the price of 10 meters of code.
Small, so
And now, our interval entertainment, the Silent Mics.
Good evening, everybody, and you're very welcome to this year's Brainbox final, where we'll now introduce you to our 4 finalists. First, we have Nick McGuinness, the well-known pint stealer from the south. Nick, where were you born?
I was born in sweet July, one day when I was young.
And what do you do for a living?
Now I am a child keeper of toys, and I
Our second finalist is the delightful Molly Maguire, who hails from the north. What exactly is your home, Molly? How do you feel now that you have reached the final of Brainbox? Our third finalist is Mr. Charles Smith, who is the lecturer of this, that and the other at the National Institution for Mind Bogglers. Mr. Smith, where were you born?
I was born and raised in Boston.
And what part of Ireland do you live in? And last but not least, you're very lucky. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, you've met all the finalists. Now it's time for the questions. A nice easy round of 2 markers to start off with. Nick, where would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? What are the first flowers of spring? Correct. Mr. Smith, where is the Empire State Building?
New York.
Correct. Mary, where was Thomas More sitting when he wrote about the meeting of the waters? I'm sorry, Mary, it was in Avoca in County Wicklow. And now, we move on to a round of 4 markers. Nick, where was the first atomic bomb dropped?
Near
I think you're a little bit out, Nick. It was in Hiroshima. Molly, what happened to Elvis Presley on the 16th of August, 1977?
He was killed in an ambulance.
Elvis died of a heart attack. Mr. Smith, what were Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin doing on the 20th of July, 1969? Correct. Mary, what is so outstanding about Maggie Thatcher? But the answer I wanted was she was the first woman to become a British Prime Minister. And now for the final round, a quick fire round of 6 markers. Fingers on the buses, everybody. Stop, everybody. Wait for the questions. Now, in what year did Almaniti win the Grand National? Yes, Nick McGuinness.
1981.
On that, Nick, that was your first correct one. Now, what was the average age of the combat soldier in World War II and also in Vietnam? Yes, Mr. Smith.
In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19.
How about the well-known singer and entertainer Mr. Sinatra? Oh, Blue Eyes. What's his first name? Yes, Molly Maguire. This question for 6 marks or 5 answers. Now, name the largest county in Ireland. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Name a town in Ireland where cement is made. I want the name of a small village in County Mayo. And finally, in Galway, where do the 4 country roads lead to? Yes, Mr. Smith.
Cork, New York, Dublin.
Well done, Mr. Smith. It's only a question for this year. Excellent. You're now at the final score. McGuinness has scored a total of 6 points. Molly Maguire's grand total is 8. Mr. Smith has an incredible total of 18, while Mary Murphy from Kerry has no score. So, ladies and gentlemen, the new Brain Box champion is Mr. Charles Smith. Commiserations to the other 3 finalists. Mary, why are you crying? Mr. Smith, if you just step this way, I want to present you with a cheque for £1,000. Here you are, Mr. Smith. Congratulations. Well, you got, Charlie, between yourself and yourself. Sure, if it wasn't for the fact that I showed you the questions and answers in the first place, you never have won. So now, how are you going to divide that £1,000 with me? Uh-oh, I think they've discovered. Let's get out of here.
You're watching Virtual Tops of the Town, brought to you by Waterford Theatre Archive, live on Facebook and YouTube.
We're going to pick the winning show tonight from your reactions on social media and the viewing figures. We'll let you know the winner later on this evening on our Facebook page.
So once again, let's roll that music and go on with our second show.
intend driving a vehicle?
I was going to go out and give her a bit of a whip around back to the water.
Why, you know, well, before you go, would you blow into this bag?
I can't blow into that bag.
And why not?
Because I only have one lung and I have constipation in the other one.
Very well then, roll up your sleeve there now. I have a nice big syringe here for you, and I'll take a sup of blood for the laboratory.
You can't do that either.
And why not?
Because I'm a hemophiliac, and if you bleed me, I'll puncture to death.
No, hold on now. I have a little bottle in here now. And I'm looking for a sample of your urine. Would you go behind the bushes there now, no oblige?
Out of the question. I can't do that either.
And why not?
Because I have prostate gland trouble, and that's a ferment is finito.
Well, would you try walking a straight line for me then?
I can't do that either.
And why not?
Because I'm in the horrors.
remember the old times and the days when we were boys. Oh, the world like Christmas with a stocking full of toys. Standing on the corner underneath those starry skies, someone starts to sing song, then we all would harmonize. Do you remember the young girls passing by in all their style? When they heard us whistle, that was sure to make them smile. And when we went courting, we didn't have a car. A three-speed bike was all the rage. Oh, a big crossbar. You remember the pictures when up the boulders was the channel. Seat up in the gallery on someone else's lap. Flint was good at fencing. To watch him was a joy. All the girls adored him because the sword, it was no toy. Do you remember the cowboys? Harold Fry and Gabby Hayes. Oh, what fun they gave us on those Saturday matinees. And then we had Gene Autry. He was sure to sing a song. You hear the boys all say then, oh my sakes, I won't be long. Do you remember Glenn Miller? Then the moon was all in gold. Dancing under the tree, you were alone, my Romeo. We had no television, all the wireless was the thing. Never heard of Michael Jackson. All we had was Frankie King. Remember the old shows, all the stars, where are they now? Give those guys a noise, and they still show their standing on the stage with just a joke and a song. Remember the old times and the days when we were young. Each day it was still so much fun. Bring back the old times, those golden old times. And if you remember the old times, you're much older than us.
And I'm delighted to have you all with us this evening. And now, without further ado, I declare this exhibition open. Gonna meet a Mahabir Galir and let the tour commence. I hate this job. I won't even to do it for you again. And I give her something sweet.
Sweet?
Yes, honey.
The honey, Mommy!
Wish, the son of a...
Bart! Bart, where are you, Grandad? Bart, why does that boy always have to go and get lost? Oh, I don't know. Right, that's it! I'm enough! I'm going off! Hey, what? But look, I go off, and I tell you one thing, I get a job, and I get a bloody good job.
Boy, you can't buy so there's no jobs in this country for statues.
They have me sure are, I tell you, I get one.
Wait, tell us one job a statue can do. Go on then, smarty pants, tell us.
Right, I will. We look through the round window. See that statue over there holding that shovel?
Yep.
I can do that job. And what's that? That's a job in the corporation.
There's no money in that. Can you do any better?
Can you do any better?
Right, I will do that. Excuse me. We look through the curved window.
Oh, goody.
You see those 300 statues over there? Standing up? We could do that job.
And what's that?
That's a job in the dolly queue.
There's not much money in that either. Is that the best you can do?
Is that the best you can do?
We look through the bench window. See that big building up there?
Yep.
Behind them gates and things?
Yep.
There's jobs in there for every single one of us. You sure are. £100,000 a year plus expenses. All your family are working. You work 2.5 hours a day for 2 days a week, and nobody bloody well listens to you.
And what kind of a job is that?
A TD in Doyle.
If you're so well witched at the beginning of the tour, I don't know what can happen to you. Oh, I don't know precocious children and even worse, precocious American children.
Bart, where are you? Get your butt over here now! Oh, please, after all, he's only a boy.
Mr. and Mrs. Simpson, I just hope that your son Bart hasn't got into that tune with the boy king, because if he has, I debate what will happen to him.
pressure is falling. The atmosphere in the machine rooms can no longer sustain life. The city is now in danger. I repeat, the city is now in danger.
Don't go. I got a job at the fire brigade over in America. And I got up the big ladder. I was terrified. And when I got to the top window, I took out my hammer and I broke the window. And who was inside? Only a beautiful big blonde. And she had nothing on her. And I said to her, "You're the first pregnant woman I saved." And she said, "I'm not pregnant." I said, "You're not saved either." Come here. Dean Pasty, he's coming to Waterford next year. He's expecting a rally. Come here. Don't go, and there's more.
You hear me, brother? Fill up the yellow rover, was he? He went into Dr. Kehoe. Dr. Kehoe's a real professional, like. He said, "What's wrong with you?" "Well, I was a blown woman at last," he said. "When I wake up some mornings, I think I'm a wigwam. And more mornings when I wake up, I think I'm a teepee." I said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "You're too tense." Last Thursday night, I was out there getting lubric here. I was over on Billy Martin's, where's I come over this dress rehearsal. And this big fella walked in with a duffel coat on her. Little one there from Greg the Manor, have you seen her? She said, "How do you want, sir?" "Give us a pint," he said. "Fella for Newport's name." "Pint of what? Pint of stout," he said. So she pulls it nicely, she's just going to hand it to him, and there's a lorry passes up the man. Just the pint drops. "I'm sorry, sir." "Listen," he said, "it was my fault." "No fault of yours." "No, it was my fault," he said. "I'll get another one, pull another one." So she pulls another one, and the same lorry passes back, and he lets the second pint drop. Then he Melton comes out, he said, what's the matter with you? He said, you're a bag of nails. Well, I tell you, he said, exactly 20 years ago today, the wife went off with a lorry driver, he said. And every time I hear a lorry coming out, I think he's bringing her back. Oh, I like that one, he said. A fortnight ago, on this very day, I was in Manchester with Nicky Thompson. I fell off the 4 o'clock. I lost the tube. I went to lose it. And I walked up Deansgate, and I heard these beautiful strains coming from inside in this disco. Now, I wouldn't have bothered, but disco is not my scene, but they were playing a tango, beautiful tango. Give us a bit of tango music, Tom. This fella's gone redundant. I went in anywhere. It was very dark, and when the lights went up, I couldn't help noticing. You know, I was I was fairly sharp. There was all fellas there, all women. There were big fellas dancing with little fellas. Little fellas dancing with big fellas. Fellas with foxy hair dancing with fellas with black hair. Jeez, I thought to myself, this is a queer place. It's a good job Bobby wasn't there. Anyway, I goes up to the bar, and I wanted to get the swing of things and kind of go and let us see. And this big, tall, liveried fellow with long, blonde hair, he come over and had a kind of a lift. He said, would you like to dance? I didn't want to disappoint him, exactly. So I danced him on the floor, cheek to cheek. And I looked up on the bandstand, and I see these two enormous fellas, 6 foot 6 each, about 18 stone, like to be good in there. I said to your man, I said, I think the chuck a house. No, he said, spot prices. How much more? Two queer books. I got that off my mother. Dear Jimmy, that's me. Your Aunt Maggie got all her teeth out and got in the new Melbourne fireplace. There's all the letter. The tiles these was taken out of the girls' barracks. The girls have nothing to go. It's all here. I went to the doctor last week, and the father came with me. The doctor put a small rubber tube in my mouth and told me not to open my mouth for 15 minutes. Your father after the way it was. And there's more. See? Now we have $3 we all look the same. Our money has triplets now, who was living? Now Gallons is talking about changing living. Now coffee trucks coffee instead of the
I have a duty as the judge tonight. At the start of the course, on behalf of all our people, I must welcome you, which I do. There's the catch. I don't care if you're a champion. No one messes with me. I am ruthless in upholding what I know is quite right. Oh, why can't you see? I'm on a case, can't be fooled. Any objection is overruled. Yes, I'm the arbiter and I know this. He's impartial, don't push it. You've got your tricks, good for you. But there's no gambling, I don't see through. Yes, I'm the arbiter, I know the score. From day one, we marching on the case. If you're thinking of the kind of thing that we've seen in the past, chanting gurus, walkie-talkies, walk-out hypnotists, and this not so fast. This is not the start of World War III. No political ploy. I think both your constitutions are terrific, so now you know, be good boys. I'm on a case, can't be fooled. Any objection is overruled. Yes, I'm the arbiter and I know this. You've got your tricks, good for you. but there's no gambit I don't see through. Oh, I'm the arbiter, I know the score.
Someday one will be watching all.
Yes, I'm the arbiter and I know this.
He's impartial, no bullshit. He's on his best. When the polka tells you seal, we have come to melt the field. And we find the wisest thing. After test the sing. Forward men with the news. Your boots. There is nothing blazing round like the trumpet marches sound, like the trumpet marches sound.
Prisoners! 1 and 2, 6 months. Prisoner number 3.
Milord, this man is guilty of several crimes, Milord. This man has spied, he's lied, he's cried, he's near died. He's bugged, he's mugged, he's drugged, he's been slugged, he's fiddled, he's diddled, he's been arrested half-piddled. He's guilty of blasphemy, bigamy, that dose has been rigamy. He's sold dope, rope, soap, and he's attacked the Pope. He drove a drink, sold tellies on the blink. He's a minder, he's a finder, he's crept up behind her. He's robbed asses and glasses, collections at Martha's. He's guilty of seduction, repression, suspicion, and depression. Oh, my lord, that concludes the evidence for the prosecution.
Have you anything to say for yourself, my boy?
Well, you see, it all happened to me just like a dream.
Tell me in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on a boat to heaven. And by some chance I had brought my dice along. And there I stood, and I hollered, someone save me. But the passengers, they knew right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
And the devil will try you under, by the sharp fell to your checker's coat.
Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Down.
I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my pants, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey. But the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said beware, you're on a heavenly trip. And the people all said beware, you've got the ship. And the devil will drive you under by the fancy time round your wicked crook.
Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Down.
And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone save me! That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat.
And the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, with his soul so heavy you'll never float. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Sit down.
I suppose that's as quiet as we get it. Right, most of you have been to these gatherings before, so I won't explain too much. We're in the very coveted position this morning of actually having a hospital bed to fill. And in the usual manner, I'm afraid I must award it to the most deserving case. Now, you all know the education system, so let's not waste any more time. Who's going to start bidding then? Do I hear measles, anyone? Come on, this is the hospital bed going empty now. I must start bidding at me. Influenza! Yes. Influenza, come on, that's just a long lie in now. I must start bidding at me. Measles, thank you, madam. Measles from the lady with the spots then. At measles, please. All pneumonia! All pneumonia? What do you mean all pneumonia? You mean pneumonia? No, you have to be a 10 years. Right, yeah, no pneumonia. Double pneumonia, and advance on double pneumonia. Amnesia, laryngitis. No, I'm sorry, sir, we already had double pneumonia. Do I hear double pneumonia and duodenal ulcer? I do. Does it hurt? And infected. Double pneumonia and duodenal ulcer. That is great. Malaria. It's not exactly terminal. Now look, I must tell you, I received a telephone offer this morning. I have a reserve on this bed, a reserve of rabies. And it's on that still as malaria, come on, still as malaria. Smallpox. Pleurisy. No, I think you're bidding against yourselves there, sir. Deep depression from the man on the window ledge up there. Going. Gone! The man on the window ledge has gone. So, Nymphomania. Right, the bed is yours! Crime Line, June edition, take one.
Good evening, and welcome to this month's edition of Crime Line. Now, every day, people everywhere dream of a peaceful and a harmonious society where we can walk our streets by day or by night without fear of harassment.
Tonight we ask viewers to solve crimes all over the country. Remember, the information you may have might seem small and insignificant to you, but it's even smaller and more insignificant to us, the Gardaí.
Yes. So, please remember, if anyone out there has any information that can help the Gardaí, please don't hesitate to telephone us. Our phone number is 7739 400 75339.
And keep those telephone calls coming in, because the Minister for Lame Excuses, Mr. Cowan, says Telecom Éireann could do it to cash.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hand you over to Superintendent Murty Moriarty and Bangarda Assumpta Hurahan, who will give us a rundown on recent incidents.
Thank you, Marion. And good evening, viewers. We start with the rundown on lost property. Will the individual who left his socks on the Tala bus last Saturday please call to CIE where he can have the bus? This radio was recently recovered by the Effin Gardaí. Oh, the Gardaí at Effin. It is thought to have been stolen from a convent.
Gardaí believe it belonged to the little transistors of the poor. Will the man who left 10 cases of brandy on the Cabra bus last weekend please call to the Lost Property Department, where the man who has found them has been handed in?
And that concludes our list of lost property. Now moving on. Kilcone Park, the home of the Waterford football team, was broken into recently, and 1,000 season tickets were stolen.
Gardaí are looking for an escaped lunatic. Primrose Terrace was cordoned off yesterday after a gas explosion demolished number 45, the property of Mr. and Mrs. Aloysius O'Flaherty.
Neighbours said it was the first time in 40 years that the couple had been seen going out together. An Irish girl on holiday in Spain was fined 2,000 pesetas for taking her clothes off for a bask in the sun.
The bask got 6 months.
Gardaí are on the lookout for a bookie cum flasher who exposed himself to 10 women just before the 3:30 race at the Curragh yesterday.
Only 2 ran.
All the toilet seats were taken from the Bridewell Garda station last week.
The Gardaí have nothing to go on.
And in a similar incident, just today, the ladies' toilets in Croke Park were vandalised. The Gardaí want to know the score.
Wexford won 14, Dublin 10 points.
Cut, that's a wrap.
What's going on?
We're going on a dangerous undercover mission.
You mean to check out Dublin life in clubs at Leeson Street?
No, to check out Irish life in flats at Methven Road.
Just put your hand back in the pan and quit your silly grinning. Well, the mood is right and I'm uptight. I'm just beginning. I won't go hunting with you, Jake, but I'll go chasing women.
Thank you to casts, crews and committees of Nokia, formerly Raytex, Waterford Crystal, Tremor, St Paul's, Porton Docks, Banks and Finance, Clover and Ray-Ban.
Next week, we have a special treat for you. We are exclusively streaming Jim Nolan's latest play, The Red Iron, recorded live in Garter Lane during its run. This is presented in conjunction with Jim Nolan and Garter Lane Theatre. That's at the same time, 8 p.m. next Sunday night.
For now, we will say goodnight to you and leave you with that famous music again and a slideshow of some familiar Tops faces.